something I started 30 years ago, watching all this old house shows, and started doing my own work in my own homes, and just sort of picked it up from there. When I met Suzette, luckily she had about as much of an interest that I did, and she's the one that originally got us signed up with Real Investors, and here we are.
It's been a really good learning experience, and the first step was to stop being afraid of getting involved in real estate and making that step of buying a house and getting it ready to either rent it or sell it. Either way, it's a great experience. Because we were doing the apprentice program, I had told everybody at work that I was looking for a house. So after the apprentice program was over, my coworker said, "You still looking for a house?" And I said, "Sure." And she gave me the details because her husband's coworker was selling the house. They didn't have it listed. They didn't want to list it. They wanted to sell it as is, and so we came to look at it, and I told Nick about it. And
the contractor that we were using is actually the friend that you're speaking of.
Right. Wow.
The contractor, he was going to a lot of the best and finals with us.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time that program ended, he's the one that actually knew the people that lived or owned this house. So he came to us and told us that it was here, and we contacted them and really built a rapport with them. There was a lot of things they had in common with us, and before you know it, there was a deal. They didn't. They wanted it quick and easy, quick 30-day settlement, and we were in a position, where we didn't have to borrow the money. We were able to just pay cash for the house and get it done, which made it very simple. And lo and behold, here we are, new homeowners. We ended up purchasing for $92,000. And we've got an estimate right now. It's just a little under 50. Let's round it up to 50. So looking at that right now, we're sitting at a very good number. Let's use the 140, 150 range just for a little fudge factor. We know that the comps in this area, and let's call them low comps, we figured even if we sold the house for about $300, we stand to make somewhere between $150 and $160 off this house. We could probably go up a little higher because we plan on doing a pretty decent rehab on the house. But in order to get a quick, good sale, I think those numbers are pretty good. I think our one biggest factor, one thing that helped me, is when I was talking to the owner here, and they told us about the adjoining properties that belong to the same family, and they gave us the right, the option to purchase those lots as well. There are 3 more lots available next to this one at 3 acres each. So we're hoping that it's going to be more than just this one property that we're going to end up working.
The most difficult thing was because we hold a full-time job and trying to do this on the side and having kids at home and, trying to balance my regular life with, trying to come up in here and getting together with the owners of the house, and then vacation, and then summertime, all that was together. I guess just getting together with the people that own the house to be able to pump the property and see it, and then trying to, us to empty up the schedule a little bit to be able to come here. So I think that was the hardest part for us.
People always say they don't have time, and we're as busy as anybody, and we made the time. And again, we both work full-time jobs. I travel a lot with my work, and so it's, a lot of late nights. We're up to 11, 12 o'clock every night looking for deals and putting out offers and just doing whatever we can. We're coming to Real Investors on Saturdays, and Sundays we're out looking and doing other things. So that's been the most difficulty, is trying to balance our life, our regular family life with this. And right now we figure we'll suffer a little bit to get the long-term gains. That's kind of where we stand. I think it gave us structure more than anything, although I felt that I was pretty knowledgeable with the real estate, but just having a roadmap. I think that was really important, to be able to just flip the book and say, okay, this is what's next, this is what's next. And we've attended so many classes and tried to grasp as much as we could, utilizing the book. And we've done the apprenticeship, we've done the rehabbing class, we've done the commercial. It's like our plate's been full for a year and a half. And I think using that blueprint has just been a tremendous help for us.
And it forces you to do one thing every day that you normally wouldn't do, but because you have to do it, and by this day you got to do all these things. I think it's great. It gives you that blueprint, like you said, that guidance to get things done.
You got to be a little humble, and you have to ask for help when you know you're in trouble.
Right.
Whether you're in trouble or you just don't really know. Yeah, you don't know. You have to ask people. There's a lot of experts sitting right around you, and if you don't talk to these people and understand what they're doing there as well, we all assume that everybody's a newbie coming in there and they don't know any more than we know. But quite often, you've got a very seasoned person sitting right next to you that can give you help with things. Whether it's from the lending side of it, the rehabbing side, or whatever. It's just you got a lot of resources there, and you got to learn to use those resources.
Yeah, going to the deal makers on Tuesdays, you hear Jesse giving a lot of instructions of what to do and what not to do, and hearing from other people doing deals and things like that, you learn a whole lot. You just gotta stay plugged in and keep asking questions when you don't know what to do, and even when you think you know, you always ask questions anyways to make sure that we're doing the right thing.
Hi, I'm Nick.
And I'm Suzette.
We just made $158,000 on our first rehab. We are real investors and we get real checks.
Yay!